Alright, this is Troy with Dream Car Custom again. We got a C4 Corvette in here, and we're going to put our C4 vertical door kit on it. Just tried to give you a little better video today. Alright, the first thing you want to do is you want to start lift the hood and undo the battery, and then you want to pull this little quarter panel off right here. And the way you do that is, don't take the bolts off here. There's bolts here, don't take those off. Do it from, let's see if I can see it. Also, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you roll down your windows on both sides, because you're going to be pulling the doors off, and you want to make sure the window's down so it won't get in the way, accidentally crack or anything when you put it on your little horse. Okay, let's get started. Alright, there's two ways you can take these panels off. You can either take this screw off here, and there's one underneath the bottom under here. Loosen it up. You have to slide it in between the, let's see if I can show you here. Slide it in underneath here. Whoops, underneath there. And you can loosen that up, and the bottom panel slide. You don't have to take the bottom screw out. Just loosen up the bottom. This will slide out. Or you can take this bolt loose here. Let me take that one off, and there's one down in there. A little bit further down, if you can see it. Same up here. Take this, and this whole thing comes off. See, to me it's easier to take on this side, the passenger side, this bracket off and it comes off. On the driver's side, it's different. You got the battery over there. It's easier to take this loose and the bottom one loose, and this comes right that off. So easier to get to, because there's a couple extra screws over there holding this on. Alright, let's get it off. You still want to come up here and get your 3 bolts here. Take those off, and this skirt will come off in one piece. Alright, let's do that. Okay. Alright. Next thing you want to do is pull off your boot off for your wires. We're going to try not to have to cut the wires. Try that first, and we're going to pull these hinges off. So unbolt your hinges, leave your door in, have your you can either tape it to your windshield so it won't fall out. Have somebody hold it, sit there and hold it, but take the hinges off and undo your right here. Undo your boot. Undo your boots, your bolts to your boots, so you can get to your wires. You got to pull. We're going to try to pull the wire out of the door, and you'll know if you can get about 6 to 8 inches of wire out of your door, then you won't have to cut them. You slip the kit right down in between there. You won't even have to unhook the wires, and we're going to try to do that. Alright, let's pull all that off. Alright, get somebody to hold your door flush against the car. And we pulled out the top hinge and the bottom hinge. You can see down here the bottom hinge. Pull those off. Now we pulled the boot off on both sides. And you can see the wires coming out of here. Now pull on your wires here, and you should be able to get on those wires. You should be able to pull out enough. Pull out enough of the wires. Put it right there. Pull enough of the wires out. There's a wire tie up in there. Hopefully you can pull it without having to take off the door panel. But sometimes you can get enough wires out of your door where you can just slip your kit right down in here and not have to cut your wires. You'll have to cut this boot and split it, and you'll also have to take these rings and you have to split these rings, split the rings and pull these rings off, because they'll get in the way of the kit. But at least you won't have to cut your wires. 24 wires there. You won't have to splice all of them and save you a lot of time. Now if you can't pull enough wire out of there, you need about 8 inches out. There's not 8 inches here now. If I can pull it out a little bit further. If you can't, if you have to splice the wires, splice them right in the middle, and then you don't have to cut all this boot and this. Just pull it out of the way, but splice your wires right in the middle. So leave enough hanging on both sides so you can easily wire them in. Alright, and what we're going to do now, since we got the hinges off, these are the hinges. So we're going to take, and we have to split these. This pin here has to be rounded down a little bit because Chevrolet crimped it on the end. We rounded out the ends, then we punch it out, and then we split these pieces. We won't use this piece anymore. That's the our kit will take the place of this. But we'll use this piece here. This piece bolts to your door. We'll still use this. We'll still bolt to the door. We'll use it on our kit. And this top piece here with the spring on it, and this stuff here, all this has to be cut off. But I'll split them, and then I'll show you what we got to do to them after we split them. I ground down the tip of it. You have to take a chisel and put it in a vise or something and pop it out. But I pulled the two pieces apart. This is down. You won't use this. This is the base plate. This part goes to your door. You'll reuse this, and I'll show you what you have to do to it a little bit. Just take your pen and clean it up. Clean it up real good because you'll reuse that. Okay. Got to split the other one now. Again, you'll see it's crimped. Just smooth the crimpness out, and then put it in a vise and beat it through, and pull it out. Right. And then clean up. Once you do, clean up your hinges real good. Okay. In your kit, you'll get a little template like this. And what you got to do with this template is you got to put it up to this piece here and trace it out, because these part of the kit has to be hinge has to be cut out. Now we can, for $200 we sell these already done, and we can send them to you if you want them, but it's an easy fix, and to save you $200, all you have to do is take this and lay it down on the table like this. Make sure it's flush down here with the edge. Trace it out, and this is what you'll cut off. And you can get an idea what we're doing here. I'm going to cut it along this line up and at this angle. You got to get rid of this part here, because this, when it rides on the kit, when this is on the kit here, swivels back and forth, this will hit this part right here. Hit. So we're going to get rid of this side. I'm going to turn around and do it the same thing on the other side. Just do it the opposite direction. Right there. Trace this out. Get rid of this part right here. You have to do that to the top. Both hinges. You got to do it to both. So all right, we're gonna. And this one here has got the little stuff on it. So you have to make sure that you cut all that off too. All right, so you go like this on there, and you'll get rid of all this. All right, let's do that.